Hello, do you know why a lot of people fail this mathematics? It's because they didn't follow the right formula. So I want us to hold this and please don't scroll. Now we have 8 divided by 2 into bracket 2 plus 2. Many did it like this. Here is they take this one is equals to 8 divided by 2. They say it's 4. Then they say that this one into bracket 2 plus 2 is 4 again. Then you cross the bracket. And then from there they say that the answer is 4 times 4 and the answer is 16. And this method that they used was wrong. So this one is the right method that you're supposed to use. So let's move with the method and talk of solution. So how do we work out this problem? This one is how we work out the problem. We have 8 divided by 2 into bracket 2 add to 2. So the first step that we're going to do, we are going to follow our board mass. Our board mass that says that B stands for the bracket. So we work out the bracket first. So the one we say that 8 divided by 2. We don't work out this division first because it is not going according to the method that you're supposed to work out. B stands for the bracket. So we say 8 divided by 2. Then into bracket, we work out the number inside the bracket. That is 2 plus 2. So we have 2 plus 2 and 2 plus 2 is 4. Then we close the bracket. So then from there we work out to the next. Already we've still not opened this bracket, so still we have the bracket. So here we say that this one is equals to 8 divided by 2. So for us to open the bracket, we multiply with the number inside the bracket. So 8 divided by 2 times 4, because we've now opened the bracket. So our next step shall be now we are done with the bond mass. O is not there, that stands for of. Then D is division. Now we move to division sign. And the only division that you have is this, 8 divided by 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So we shall have 4 multiplied by 4. And 4 multiplied by 4 is 16. And the correct answer is 16 with the correct method. This method was the correct answer, but this one was the correct answer, but the method that was used was purely a wrong method. So this one was the right method. So see you in the next video. Bye. Do you know that 90% of people got this math problem wrong and only 10% got it right? If you want to know the reason why, be with me from this video from the beginning up to the end. It was a simple math problem that a lot of people failed. Let's see. We have 3 divided by 1, close the bracket, add to 3, multiply by 2, divide by 2. Choice A, 9, choice B, 6, choice C, 1. There were 2 methods that are used. We have method 1 and method 2. And both of those methods we shall share at how different people arrive at the answer. So the first method that was used was method 1. So this one was method 1 that was used. And the question was 3 into bracket 3 divided by 1. Close the bracket. Add to 3, multiply by 2, divide by 2. So there was, what is the answer? So the method 1 here, this one was how it was done. Like it was this way. It was 3 multiplied by 2, which was 6. Then from there 6 divide by 2. Then you add 2 into bracket 3 divide by 1. So from there we had this method whereby we say that this one is equals to 6 divided by 2 and 3 divided by 1. So 3 divided by 1 is 3. Then from there 3, then into bracket still. Then here we add 2, 6 divided by 2, and that is 3. Now so from there this one was how it was, the bracket was opened by simply taking 3 multiplied by 9, by 3 multiplied by 3, and there the answer was 9. That's the first method. Now if you can see this first method, I think there was an error that was committed somewhere. the first thing that this person was supposed to do was to work out the bracket first, but with him, he went ahead and worked out the division first, not considering the bracket, and got the answer as 9. So not only him that got the answer as 9, but a number of people got it as 9. So we can say that based on the method that was used, we can rule this 9 as not the correct answer, because now when we see from the choices there's 9, so we can agree that the answer might not be 9. Okay, so let's now move to method 2. So method 2, this one was method 2 now. So allow me to copy the question. So it was 3 divided by 1, then you close the bracket there. Okay, add to 2, add to 3, multiply by 2, divide by 2. So what was the answer? Now under method 2, we are going to look at the solution, and considering the solution, we are going to talk about what is called the BODMAS. We're going to use the BODMAS rule. So I shall tell you what BODMAS stands for. So like B stands for the bracket, so you have to work out the bracket first. So this one is equals to 3 divided by 1 is 3. Then because the bracket starts, so add to this 3, multiply by 2, then divide by 2. Then the next one we don't have of, so now we move to the division sign. So we have this division where we say now, so we have to work out this one now. So we have 3, so we have to indicate that 3, add to 3, multiply by 2, divide by 2 is 1. So the next method that we have is multiplication. So we have to multiply this number now, whereby now we say this number shall now be equals to 3, so we shall have this 3 because we are working the multiplication. 3 multiplied by 1 is 3. So now our final answer becomes 3 add to 3, and our answer is 6. So based on the answer that have been got, you see that there's the BODMAS has been used, like there's a smooth order of operations that have been undertaken. This method 2. That's why we say that 6 is the correct answer. It is different from this one method, the method number 1 that was used, whereby we say that the answer was 9. So now when we come to our choices, now part choice B picks the correct answer. The answer is 6. So let's meet on the next video. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you. Do you know some of the reasons as to why people fail such a simple math problem? Here is the reason. Now, people just work it out directly without following the above procedure. Like for example, they say that we have our 4 plus 8 divided by into bracket 6 subtract from 2 into bracket minus 4. So they give it directly and say that this one is 4 plus 8. Then they pick it as 12. Then they say now divide by. Then they say with the number inside here. That is, they just pick 6 subtract from 2. And 6 subtract from 2, our answer, is 4. Then they say subtract from 4. Then from there, they end up by saying that 12 divided by 4 is 3. Then from there, 3 subtract from 4. And then now the answer becomes minus 1. Is this really true? I don't think so. So if you feel like it is not really true, it's not the correct answer. I agree with you. So I want you to pause this video. Let's calculate it all together. Let's share our answers at the end of the video. Let's start then. So we have our question as 4 add to 8 divide by into bracket 6 subtract from 2 subtract from 4. So now we want to start with the solution. So here, for us to work out this mathematics, we're going to have what is called the BODMAS. So the BODMAS is what usually guides us, and this is what most people forget while working out this sum. Now, so let's begin. B means that we start with the bracket. So we're going to work out the bracket first. So we shall say, now we shall have 4 here, add to 8, divide by, then let's work out the bracket. 6 subtract from 2, our answer becomes 4, subtract from 4. Okay, so we're done with the bracket. So the next step, you're moving to the division sign. That is this sign here now. So we shall say now this one is equals to 4, then add to 8, now divide by 4, where we shall have 2 subtract from 4 on the other end. So now we are done with division. The next step that you are moving is to addition. You ought to be very careful. Move to addition, whereby we shall say now this one is equals to 4 plus 2, 6, subtract from 4. Then the next step says that you move to the subtraction method. Now when you move to the subtraction method, you are only left with one type of subtraction, and that is 6 subtract from 4, and our answer now becomes as 2. So 2 now becomes the answer. Now because we've found 2 by working out the BODMAS, now when we didn't work the BODMAS, we got the answer as -1. So always use the BODMAS and get the correct answer. Otherwise, thank you. Enjoy the rest of the video. Bye bye. Do you know how to solve some of the problems in maths related to fractions? If yes, stick and enjoy the video. If no, just stick to learn about something. So we have 4 out of 11 of 3 over 4, subtract from 1 over 20, over means you divide by 3 whole, plus 1 over 3, divide by 1 whole, plus 1 out of 10. Now, so what I need you to do, you might have to pause the video, then from there we shall work it out with you. If you get the same answer, the better, you know it. If you haven't got the same answer with me, then it means that you need to adjust something. So let's begin. So the first thing that you need to do in this case here, you're going to start with what is called the solution. So you're going to solve this problem. So for us to solve this problem, you're going to use what is called the BODMAS. So I shall tell you what the BODMAS is. Now, so we have the topmost fraction, that is the mixed fraction. Then we have the one that is down. So the top one we call the numerator, then the downwards we call the denominator. So let's first begin by working out the numerator first. So allow me to write the numerator. So our numerator in this case is that we have 4 out of 11, 4 out of 11 of 3 over 4, 4 out of 11 of 3 over 4, subtract from 1 out of 20. So let's solve this problem. So for us to solve this problem first, we need to look at the BODMAS. B stands for bracket, O stands for of. So here we have of, and of automatically means multiplication. So here we shall say that now we have 4 out of 11 there, then multiply by 3 out of 4, then subtract from 1 out of 20. So when you work out this one, when you work out this problem, we shall say that 4 here once, 4 here once, then now shall have 1 multiplied by 3. So we shall write it 3 out of 11 here. 11 multiplied by 1 is 11. We shall put it there, subtract from 1 out of 20. Now, so now we have what is called now the subtraction part of it. So we need to subtract. So for us to subtract, we have to work out the LCM of 11 and 20. And the LCM, maybe for your side, you've got it as 220. So we shall say that 11 goes into 220 how many times? 20 times, and 20 times 3 is 60. So subtract from 20 goes into this 220 how many times? We have it 11 times, and 11 times 1 is 11. So from there, when you subtract 60 from 11, we shall get our answer as 49 out of 220. So this one comes the first answer for the numerator. This answer becomes 49 out of 20. Let's now move to the denominator. So the denominator is this part here. So now we shall have allow me to have it here, the denominator. So we are working out the denominator, so allow me to write the denominator. We have 3 whole there, add 2, 3 whole there, add 2, a third there, divide by 1 whole, add 2, 1 out of 10. So the first thing that to do with our bone mass, which was here, we're going to work out the division first. So we shall have 3 whole there, we add 2, so this a third shall now change to multiplication because of the reciprocal of 1 whole. 1 whole is just 1 out of 1, so it still remain 1 out of 1. Add 2, 1 out of 10. So once we reach at this particular point, now we shall now focus on saying, here we shall have 3, so this equals to 3, then add 2, this one now becomes a third, add to 1 out of 10. So from there, this 3, we just put it over 1. So now we shall work out, since all the fractions are all the addition. So we shall find the LCM of 1, 3 and 10, and the LCM is 30. So we shall say that 30 goes into 1, 30 times and 30 times 3 is 90, add 2, 30 goes into 3, 10 times and 10 times 1 is 10, add 2, 10 goes into 30, that is 3 times and 3 times 1 is 3. So in here, when you add up everything, we shall get our answers 103 out of 30. So that one now becomes the second answer for this one now becomes the second answer for the denominator. So as you wind up now the entire problem, now we shall have our numerator was 49 out of 20, so we shall indicate it here, 49 out of 20. Of here means you divide by, so that's why I want us to divide by the answer that we got here, 103 out of 30. So when you finalize this, we shall get 49 out of 20, then we shall change this sign here to multiplication, then shall have 30 out of 103. As you can see, where we have reached, there is no number that can goes into 49, 103. Sorry, it is 49 out of 220, sorry. So up to where we have reached, there is no number that can cancel all this. So what we are going to do, we are going to multiply directly this times this, 49 times 30, and 49 times 30, we have our answer as 1470 divided by 220 multiplied by 103, and the answer is 22,600. So we shall say 0 cancels 0, and our final answer in this case is 147 over 2260. So that is the final answer. So in case you get this answer, then you are correct. So allow me to stop there. We shall proceed in our next video. Bye.